Peace family, it's your brother King Cam back with another video, and welcome back to Campaign TV. Today I want to address just some things that I hear a lot going on in the streets as it pertains to the Nation of Islam and the teachings of the Nation of Islam from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad as taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And what I really wanted to touch on today was what the teachings really are. What is the foundation of the teachings, because a lot of people have a misunderstanding, or a lot of us have a misconception as to what exactly the Nation of Islam teaches. I hear a lot of people in the conscious community always referring to, you guys teach the white man is the devil, or the teaching is the white man is the devil. And while part of that is true, the whole teaching is not rooted in the white man being the devil or the Caucasian being the devil. That's just the part of the teaching that get a lot of us excited, a part of the teaching that get a lot of us riled up because of the things that we've been through and because of our study of our history from slavery and understanding who we are as original people and what happened to us in the 6,000 year time frame. That part of the teaching resonates with a lot of us, which is understandable. But we have to stop putting out the narrative being mainstream, y'all teach the white man is the devil. Because the basis of the teachings and what 95% of our work is, majority of our work is dealing with self. A lot of us don't put the clips of the minister up when he dealing directly with us. See, we'll put the clips of the minister when he going in on our open enemy, which is nothing wrong with that. But we got to make sure we keep in the perspective of what the teaching is supposed to do, which is supposed to improve the individual who believe in the teachings, improve their life, improve their knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and then improve their family, improve their community, then improve their world, or the world. So we got to keep it in perspective. So the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan gave us study guides called Self-Improvement, the basis for community development. And this is 1 through 9, and then we have another one that's 10 through 18, which culminate all of the study guides. And that's majority of our work, working with ourselves. And when we bring in someone who have expressed interest in the teachings of the Nation of Islam, then this is what we teaching them: self-improvement. I go into the jails each and every Tuesday and talk to the inmates, to the brothers that's in there, and everything that I teach them and talk to them about is about self. It's about self-improvement and how they can make better decisions, how they can change the reality of their circumstance by the decision-making process they use. Because the decision-making process that they use landed them in Clayton County Jail. So now we have to reverse the decision-making process that they're using to one that's going to produce positive and productive results. So the teaching and the bulk of the work that we are doing in the Nation of Islam is dealing with our people and dealing with ourselves. Even those of us who are registered in the Nation of Islam, we are striving to be righteous Muslims. Doesn't mean we are there yet. Doesn't mean when you get to the mosque, you're going to find people that are righteous. You're going to find people that gather together who are striving to be righteous, who are working towards righteousness. The mosque is a hospital because we are all sick. All of us are sick. The difference between those of us who have decided to either study the teachings and not become a registered member, or study the teachings and become a registered member, is that we now have recognized our faults and we recognize our sickness and we looking for a doctor, which is the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's who prescribed this. And then the physician who's given the dosage for the last 64 years is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And this is what we are doing. This is our work. Self-improvement. Because without the improvement of self. We cannot think that we can go into the community of other sick individuals and teach on something that we don't believe in, teach on something that we're not applying to our life, or teach on something that they can't see reflective in our lifestyle. That's just not real. The streets don't operate like that, especially in 2019. You have to show and prove. So in the Nation of Islam, one of our main objectives is to show and prove. Islam in the nation is not a religion. Islam in the Nation of Islam, Islam in the Nation of Islam is a lifestyle. We live this every day, 24/7. You wake up in the morning, you saying your prayers at 5 a.m. You understand what I'm saying? You going through your day, making your 5 prayers, ultimately 7 prayers. You striving to do good by other individuals, to not lie. You're not stealing. You're not gambling. You're not drinking. You're not smoking. You understand? As a registered member. Now, if you aren't registered, but you processing and wanted to go into the process, you may still be doing some of these things, but you studying. And the more you study, then you'll find it easier that you can put down these things. So it's a 24/7 thing that we doing. We reading the fundamental books of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the message to the black man in America. Our Savior has arrived, the fall of America. How to Eat to Live, book 1 and 2. We studying lectures of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. See, we reading his books. We are being students, because when you come into the Nation of Islam, we become students in God's school under his chief teacher or pupil, and I miss today the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So we're being found studious. So these activities are all encompassed in the self-improvement. And we have these books because these are specific exercises with specific things that we go through in our everyday life that we can actually do a theory part, and then there's a practical part. Meaning there's a theory, there's a reading behind it, there's a scriptural basis behind it, there's a spiritual concept behind it, and then there's a physical, practical application of what you have done theory-wise that you can use to see if it works or not. I mean, we don't believe in no spookism. This is not no spookism. This is real. Life is real. You only have one life. So this is what our teaching is. It encompasses and includes who the devil is. It includes that knowledge because you have to have that knowledge. It includes that because we are getting a knowledge of self. And understanding self means you have to understand everything in self. And in the teachings, we are taught that from one blood came all other nations. That's what it says in the Bible. And in the teachings, it says we are the original man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. So if we are that, then everything else sprung from us, the original people. So that's what we focus on majority of the time. That's not what you see on the internet. That's not what the clips that they'll steal from the minister and put them on mainstream media when they're trying to slander his name. Those are not. That's not what you're gonna see when the conscious community is pulling clips on the nation, see, and trying to make mockery of the teachings. That's not what you're gonna see when you see people trying to paint the minister and the Nation of Islam as being anti-Semitic, as being haters, as being hate teachers. That's not what you're gonna see on the mainstream media. But if you come to the mosque, if you come to the study groups, then you will have a chance to see for yourself exactly what our teachings are and what we are really doing on a regular basis. Not the Hollywood clips, not the fired up stuff. I mean, you're gonna see that, you're gonna hear that, you know, in different lectures and things of that nature. But if you listen to the lectures in totality within the full complex and scope of everything, then you'll understand that it's all about self-improvement and the things that we have to do in order for us to grow into the gods that we are. So that's what I wanted to touch on today, family. I appreciate you all for watching. I appreciate the support. I love the Instagram family, all the DMs that I get and all of the encouragement and the support and the inspiration and motivation and development a lot of the family talks about when they DM me, and from the content from my page, whether it's Instagram or Facebook. So I appreciate all of that. And like I always say in response, I'm just a humble servant, and I'm blessed to be a vessel for the message of Allah through me, and to help his chief student, and to help the Messiah in our midst, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. See, because without the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, there would not be no Brother King Cam. There would not be any of these other student ministers or any other people that you subscribe to on social media that's pushing a positive message based in the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You would not have them if it was not for our comforter, our guide, our counselor in our midst, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So I appreciate everybody. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Brother King Cam. Make sure you follow the movement on Facebook at King Cam. Tweet me on Twitter at Bro King Cam. And if you support the content and would love to help me keep the content going, then you can send a donation to Cash App $ Bro King Cam. And we're gonna keep pushing this message out, because we world changers. You know, we got a lot of things coming up. I got merch on the way. I'm gonna be revealing all of that pretty soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned. All right, family? Peace and love. Assalamu alaikum.